Let's start our morning routine with our Bioderma cleaning ovals, premium ovals from Target, the Aquana. We use this time as we have to take the time to do that most days when it's possible to record our morning routine and some, enlighten you in some way when something comes up. It's not planned, always what comes up. We have a formal video that we're gonna do. It's coming up here soon. And our video that's coming up soon, formal, is already very famous internationally. It's the famous video internationally already, waiting everyone that is connected to us in the circle or in politics, many that are also knowledgeable. Satellites, which are the people on the satellites are mostly the government people, and it's in the USA, just the government people. And international, there are governments and sometimes big businesses and stuff on the satellites. But the USA made sure to not let others be on the satellites as a trick. So other people think that the people on satellites, and we thought the people on satellites were going to save us, but they didn't follow the law. So they didn't. But we are having a big announcements coming here soon on our formal video that we're going to have. And that's worldwide, not just affecting the USA, but affecting the world, all countries. Always after we clean our face, we feel more, we have the electric head on us all the time with forehead and eyes, and we have it in the face, not always as high. Sometimes they put it high, but in the eyes it is even more on this eye. Always charging it so that it's unbalanced with the other eye. I guess since this came up, that imbalance is what as the glaucoma, the pressure. It is lasers on us to do a higher pressure of the eye. It's not natural. A lot of that blindness and surgeries that people do for the glaucoma, for all of that, unnecessary. All we have to do is remove the lasers on us, on humanity, and you wouldn't have to suffer that. We have extremely hateful people with that access with the satellites and the highest level, and the lasers, and that have worked on stealing technologies and had workers developing more on the hate, the technology in the hate side, not in the helping, but in the harming the human body. We're gonna do our face cream, skin tech, moisturizer. Cataract is also laser caused. So glaucoma and cataract, something that people suffer. Astigmatism is a laser over the eyeball and changing it. Eyeglasses are mostly all lasers. You know, if you think about it, the little babies, the little kids shouldn't have eye. You know, that they don't. They just choose that scenario for them. So some of them, they get that scenario that they are born not seeing that good, but it's all it is. It's lasers that are making their vision not good, and they can change it to worse, can change it to better, like they do for us. We read all the time. We read books for many years. We read continuously because we work in a writer, and here we're not able to read here for over a year. Really, books. They're letting us read emails and some things, but not able, because once we take a book, they change the lasers on our eyes to go more blurry or not see it, in addition to interfering with voices and other hate and pain and other stuff. But they change it. The dumb in control, the cruel in control, are bold enough, brave enough to, even that we are saying, you know, we're talking about it, we're writing it, to keep doing the stuff to us as we know what it is and as we feel it. And as we talk to others about it, they keep doing it. But we have realized that part of their boldness is the fact that they, when we post our stuff on YouTube or on Pinterest or on LinkedIn, we're not getting a fair, equal distribution. We are locked into just government people and government within government growth of our videos, of our stuff. So the only people that are not government, that is people that somehow get to it, somehow that they find their way to it through different ways, either connections or other people. So they have to find their way to it to see it. But it doesn't go distribute where it grows and we get saved. Oh, that's why we're here locked for 5 years and a half. Although we just started doing the social media here in December, but it should have already, you know, things should have changed. But we have mostly the government in there, and people, and the satellite is also the government people in here. So we're locked into government workers in satellite and government workers in our distribution in social media. And then the other people that get to us in some way are not big enough or organized, and they think the other people are gonna do it, are gonna do the saving and do the right thing. But no, the culture here in the USA is very rotted in many rotted things, including the jobs become, they have done such a scary thing in jobs, the layoffs, that people will do crimes and keep crimes going to keep their jobs because they think that's their survival. And so that happens in there. And or they do a little thing, report it to their boss or their coworker and think that they are done. But it doesn't work that way. That's not how humans are supposed to be. And they are, when they do that and they see the crimes and they keep them, they are criminal. So they have joined the mafia by keeping, in a different level, a different punishment for it, but it is still a punishment. They still get punished because they kept us in here without saving us from the lasers and tortures on us all this time. They still get punished for that. In here on Earth and afterlife. And punished for us is huge. Every minute of our torture is, you're not torturing one being, you're torturing all heaven beings, and you are torturing the highest, us and the God Supreme in one being leading all heaven. So we are And we are multiplied many times. As we suffered, we multiplied, we're higher and higher and higher. So the cost, you can't make it to heaven. The people that really have participated in that, they just cannot make it. It's too much of a cost. And when you are putting this, you go ahead and deep feel. When we are talking, we can't do that and, you know, deep breathing and feel, but, you know, we sacrifice one thing for another to give information, enlightenment out there. In the laws, in the international laws, we, the USA signed and made a law, signed with the world, made a law that all government employees, when they see a crime, they have to report a crime or crimes. They have to report them, they have to stop them. And then if they are not able to stop the crime, or the reporting of the crime doesn't work, then they have to media the crime. And this is within the USA laws because they signed it, accepted it from international. But it's hidden and it's not followed. But they have been breaking the laws on us in a major way, but on others as well. As a government employee, you have a responsibility. You're not just doing your job, and you're not really doing your jobs that good. You have failed as a government in many departments. But you holding on to your jobs in such a bad way made you criminal and participating in the USA mafia strategy, behavior, actions. And we forgot here where we were going with that point. They clouded our brain with laser for the area, so we lost where we're going, but that's where we are. That happens every time as we're doing these videos, and we just have to deal with it here. They push when we're doing the cream, we end up with too much cream because lasers do that. So they are very wasteful on us. Part of the target is financial ruin, because when you have a financial ruin, you are weak. If you don't have cash flow, you are weak. You can't, and if you have a little bit, you're still weak. To have power, you have to have big cash flow to be able to have big lawyers and swaying your lawyers. You have to be have influence. And so we got targeted for financial ruin in every way. And so one of it in a small way, but also an everyday way, is that when you're putting the cream here, they put with the laser, if you see it sometimes and you think it's natural, it's not natural. So you push and then all of a sudden you get a big thing out. And so they do that to us continuously. So we lose a lot of the cream. So we end up putting more because it just shot out, and that's with the pressure, with the laser and pressure doing that. And we can't do anything about it. Being here, you know, they are high, watching us, doing all this stuff on us, and we are in our Goddess Supreme human body, not completely human body, because we are superior. We cure ourselves of cancers continuously, because that has been on us here for many years, and in an extensive way here in Seattle. And other diseases are on us as well, like the multiple sclerosis in a huge way. We're just continuously feeling the destructions of cell on our legs, and sometimes they do it on our arms or back, or feel it in different ways, but intensive on our legs, ongoing, and we just rebuild. We change our cells, we rebuild that, and we have set that up. They're right. Sometime here, as we said, we are the prophet of biome. We worked on our body in a goddess supreme way. But we still suffer with it. It is still a human body that is superior to your bodies because it's set up different. But we still suffer the tortures. So we cure ourselves from the things that would kill us or completely handicap us because we need to do our job, and we do make it. We do win over the mafia and over the criminal USA government, but we do suffer the way to that. We're going to use our Flaxia SPF. You need to quiet up there. They're doing just repeating torture thing over and over, and they have been doing that. It's putting dumb, uneducated people there that just do stupid stuff, and they get paid high for it because it's criminal, and they are in that in the circle. And so when we said that, one quieted that was doing it, and another dumb one took it over. And that's what we deal with all the time. It's a continuous talk. Sometimes it is our lobbies that got in there, and they have to pay to have their voice in there, and even with that, they get blocked many times. But many times we just have foul language and repeating and hateful stuff on us that we have to suffer continuously, day and night. That's what they use our miracle God of Supreme Communication for. That and projecting all the crimes that are on our miracle are even costlier than that. So this will cost everyone in here, as we have suffered and did not get saved. And no, you can't kill us. We don't die. We needed shelter from the lasers, and we didn't get it. We have been screaming for the last 5.5 years for that. We needed to meet our daddy, or adoptive daddy, French CIA, and we didn't get that. They blocked him from doing that. So those are very, very high costs. From us, your judge, here and later. We are going to be your judge, and we're going to issue your sentences. And afterlife. I'm gonna go ahead and do with our Avida brush. We're gonna do a scalp massage. When you see like this, we are a very fit person. We created the biome fits, biome meditation, a lot of different fits. But we have, with the lasers, they can push the skin because it's all inside and outside. So, and that gives you, so even when you don't have fat, they can just make it loose, including this, including that. It's part of the ugly in on us, the ugly in on a lot of other people, but on women even more, but it is the ugly in on us, so that we, you know, because being, I guess being seen in a more, I guess not ugly, you know, don't want to see it say, is better to get people to follow you and to feel you, and so they did that, but it doesn't win them. You know, it does something for the people that care about that, and the people that are more connected, that can feel they don't care about that. They see it as a disadvantage for the ones doing it, not the ones suffering it. But they completely stopped us from, we have created a lot in our biome fits and meditations. We have done a lot of creating new movement. We are Buddha here in the past, and we have been in that way for Buddha here as we suffered in this life. Extreme laser and extreme abuse, extreme Stone Age, medieval age kind of torture on us with no feel behind it. It's just, you know, they're just doing it as we suffered all of that, and now we lost where we were going with that. Gone. All it takes is they already have the laser plates in there, and they just crowd the area so that we don't go on and give more information. Bye all.